Nostalgia is a bittersweet feeling that touches us all at some point in our lives. It can be triggered by various sources, such as an old movie from our childhood, a resonating art piece, or even rediscovering a long-forgotten video game soundtrack. One particular video, an edited version of the Halo 3 ODST soundtrack uploaded over 6 years ago, holds a special place on the internet. The comment section acts as a sort of collective diary for individuals of completely different backgrounds to express their fond memories of playing Halo, in contrast to their ill-favored lives many years later. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into these people's lives and see just how powerful nostalgia is for Halo fans. This soundtrack means so much to me. Back in the day, when I just wanted to get off school and play Halo, I remember feeling lonely because nobody else in my school liked video games as much as I did. Sure, they liked FIFA and stuff like that, but I was there for the stories. Now I'm 27, and listening back to this soundtrack makes me feel nostalgic. I feel so alone at nights, wondering if I'll ever feel alive like I did when I played this game in my teenage days. It's been a lonely year for me. I miss the old days, but I guess I could always fall asleep to the soundtrack of my teenage days. Love you all, Spartans. My dog died of cancer October 17th this year. Listening to this video makes me think of her. Reminds me that even though, at the end, she was exhausted and malnourished, she lived a good life, where she was loved. I'm glad that she got to know what it was like to be in a loving family before the end. Sleep tight, Arya. I'm almost 25 now, but listening to this and the Reach OST, it just brings me to tears. It reminds me of such easier times, where I wasn't alone, where I enjoyed going to school and playing with my friends. I wish I could go back. Been coming back to this a lot lately, struggling with mental health and the will to keep going, 25, and been homeless twice now, and the most recent was a fire that caused me to lose everything. If it hadn't been for my friends, I wouldn't be here. Like many of you, I'm trying to find my place in the world, and trying to help anyone along the way. Won't lie, I miss the good old days, and struggle to see the point in things nowadays. It's hard, but you have to keep going. Proud of you guys. I have been in a very dark place for several months, and things have only gotten worse. I came to this video for a nostalgia trip, and to reminisce of good times, and have read many of the stories in the comment section, and I just want to thank every one of you who took the time to share these with us. Something I didn't know I needed to help me feel okay. We all feel weak sometimes, and really, all it takes to feel strong again is to relate to someone. You all might have saved my life tonight. I'll be eternally grateful for that. And you might have also saved your own life too, just as much as us, and deserve to be eternally grateful for that. I think it's important to not forget to give yourself credit too. Life can really be pain, pain, and pain at times. It takes strength to withstand that pain, and to that, I really commend you. It's great music to just stare out the window on a dark, rainy night and breathe deeply and gently. Currently, the closest person in my life is on deployment for Marines. We dated for 3 years, known him for 7. I have no idea what could or may happen to him. I introduced him to this game, and we sat together listening to this song, On Those Streets, for so long. He still sleeps to it, and I can't help but come back and listen to this too. It reminds me of when the world felt safer. I pray for him every day, and hope that God is out there looking out for him, along with all those who serve. Thank you for sharing too, each of you. I don't know what the future holds, but I know we're all not alone. Stay strong, and God be with you all. I lost a lot of close people recently and throughout the years. My brother, my best buddies, and family. None taken from natural cause. I've never felt more alone in my life. I've been struggling to not take my own. I've always had trouble sleeping, even as a kid, and recently it's been getting worse. Almost every night, I lie awake till morning. The other night, I had this playing, and I swear I actually got some sleep. I dreamt for the first time in God knows how long, and I woke up surprised and kind of happy. I read through these comments and realized we all are going through hell, not alone, but as a community of strangers who will support each other. We come to this soundtrack to remember good times, when everything was much more simple and easygoing. The tears we share are tears of sadness and joy, memories, good and bad. To anyone who's fighting their inner demons, please reach out to anyone here. We can't lose you. Your family can't lose you. Thank you for reading this. Have a good night, Trooper. Feels good to be here again. I went a long time and ended up on the track. 8 years ago, lost my best friend. 4 years ago, had my daughter. 3 months ago, had my second daughter. 2 months ago, lost a close friend. Last month, another friend took his life. We all grew up playing Halo together, mostly reaching ODST. Listen to this track to work. Feel so calm now. I have been feeling anger and hurt, and well, this has helped.
Were it so easy.
I still find myself coming back to this song. I was 10 years old when ODST came out. I played it with my cousins since my parents thought it was evil or something. I remember this being one of the first games I played where I wasn't the hero of the galaxy, just a hero to those I could help. I was too young to really understand the ending, but I think I kinda get it now. You can't save everyone, but you can certainly take care of your friends, and they in turn take care of you. I wish I figured this out when I still had friends. I do feel as though I failed them in some way by moving on, though I guess maybe it's a lie to myself to make myself feel better. But I suppose it's a two-way sword since they weren't there for me. Lesson learned, I guess, though a lesson it seems I won't be applying anymore. I struggle to fall asleep most nights for many reasons. Life, stress, so many things I'd rather not talk about. Whenever I cannot, I always find myself coming back to this. It's one of the few things that helps me relax and have the ability to drift to sleep. I'm glad it helps so many others too. I don't know all the hardships everyone else has faced, but if you are reading this, if you are still here and still trying, then it proves you are strong, that you can make it. So keep pushing onwards, brothers. The hard times will pass. They always do. You need to only hold on a little longer, for the light will come, I promise. But I'm sure you already knew that. After all, it's what we do best, diving feet first into hell, then back again. To my father who lost his battle, to my mother struggling with hers, to all my brothers and sisters struggling and fighting, you aren't alone. Salute. I miss this. I miss when things were simple. I miss a time where the most important things in my life on any given day were what was for dinner or what game I was going to play with my brother that night. It's bits and pieces of memories like this help us connect with our past and to remember the simpler times so we can push through the daily routine and the stress that comes with it. Because most often, that is what nostalgia brings. Comfort. Although bittersweet, it gives us hope that things truly will get better. I don't know if anyone will ever read this, but if you do, and you just so happen to need to hear this, it's alright. Nothing ever goes to plan. That's half the fun of living. You got this. I believe in you. Man, listening to this is hitting me right in the feels. Just longing for days I can no longer get back. My mother was diagnosed with cancer, and I'm hoping she'll make it through okay on the other side. She's the toughest and most hopeful Spartan I know. Just really longing for the days of playing video games with her on her PS1. The talks while Dad was out, the smell of her cooking, chilling on lazy Sunday. God, I'm really hoping she makes it. Along with all the friends I've lost connection with over the years. The ones that moved that I don't get to see as much as I used to. I don't know who or why I'm typing this out, but cherish the time you have with the people you love. You never truly know when the last time you'll see someone is. We all go missing in action at some point, but what you do in between is what really matters. Your circle gets smaller, people move on, but it's the memories that keep you going. Keep safe out there, Spartans. It's becoming a crazy world out there. I'm going through a hard time in my life right now. My wife left me, and my only brother has passed on. I have no one left, but I'll never forget the times when I wasn't alone. I had Halo, my brother, and life was great. Those memories keep me going, and this music, this franchise, always brings me hope and joy. I'm staying strong with you, brothers. Let's all catch up in the future sometime. Came back to this because my older brother recently passed. Halo 3 and this game are his favorite. Thank you, Bungie, and everyone who worked on this game for making my brother happy. Reading through these comments after so long, it's really great to see the community always find its way back together. Bungie blessed us with these games, but it's us, the players, who will always be there for each other. So many people from so many walks of life somehow find themselves united by a simple soundtrack. It is truly a beautiful thing. I love you all. No matter how hard it gets, you will come out on top. Always remember this community. No matter how old I get, I will never forget you guys. Keep fighting, soldiers.